So, guys, um, we have officially entered 2026 here, guys. I really hope you guys are still well and good, okay? Because if you are watching, this is more like a blessing because definitely you are still alive, guys, okay? So, yeah, just so you know, also, you are appreciated by me so much for um, just stopping here and choosing me, guys, okay? Your support is much appreciated here by me so much here, guys, okay? So let's keep the ball rolling here, guys, tapping into the current energy, the energy of number one here, guys, okay? So your right nose strill is very specific here, guys, okay? Yeah, that's another thing that I'm also getting here, or your right hand, something like that. So the energy is connected to the masculine energy. This is the fire element here, year number 2026 here, guys, okay? Yeah, something like that. So we'll tap into the grandfather's energy here and see what is it that your grandfather wants you to know as far as the year ahead is concerned. What is more important for my collective energy to know at this time? Okay, so let's get down to it. Spirit, can you speak for my collective energy, please? And thank you. And always remember, the readings here are general like that, so you will take what resonate with your life journey and leave the rest for others to appreciate. So we're having Lady Luck. So grandfathers are literally connected to Lady Luck, guys. That's it. That's exactly what your grandfather wants you to know. Lady Luck here is saying, enjoy growth and reap rewards. At the bottom of the deck, we're having Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. Okay. Remember, year number one is literally connected to leadership, authority here, okay, accountability as well here, guys, and it is fiery. It is connected to the element of fire. And for you to harness this energy, your water must also be balanced, okay? Yeah, like I always emphasize. That's why the water garden is here. Because if you can't necessarily channel your fire, you won't necessarily gain access to this lady here, the lady of abundance here, guys. Okay, so it is necessary for you to tap into your water, for you to experience this. Okay, yeah, so this is the year that brings opportunities to you, things and stuff like that, provided you are able to maneuver with the energy itself here. Okay, so at the top we're having the direction guardian here saying choose your path. So this is the time when you can literally choose whatever that you want to do, whatever that you are passionate about here. Okay, so this is relevant to creating something new, okay, because it speaks more of new, starting something new, okay, igniting something new. All right, because if you don't, the universe will definitely do that for you. So it's more like the universe will choose it for yourself here, okay, if you don't necessarily choose. All right, yes, something like that. So let's get another card here. Let's get another card for you. Spirit, can you speak more as far as the energy that is here is concerned? Okay, for some of you, I'm also getting Nkosazana energy here. That's the energy that is connecting with you. Okay, the card is coming in back again. All right, so we're having the High Priestess here saying intend to create. Like I said, it is time to create whatever that is that you feel that you might be connected to. Okay, for some of you, this speaks more about, there could be something that you have started, whatever this is, did not necessarily manifest. It can be that the time was not it was not necessarily divine timing. So it's more like, don't give up on that. Okay, consider yourself going back to whatever that is here. Okay, give life, give it life back. Okay, you might find that this time it will definitely work because it is divine timing, something like that here, guys. Okay, something about time also that I'm getting here, guys, for some of you. So the lady here is saying fertility, growth and abundance are all imminent when the lady arrives in your life. All the seeds you have planted are coming in life, and there are plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this can represent financial security here and comfort. It shows that there will be more than enough to go around. If you are making business deals or setting intentions to create financial growth, this indicates a considerable amount of monetary success. Okay, the lady can also usher in other forms of abundance. So opportunities, marriage proposals, and even the birth of a child here, okay? She will help you respect nature and connect with its forces in order to have a genuinely supported journey through life, okay? So that's exactly what the lady is about. For some of you, I'm also getting um, something to do with you conceiving or something like that here, guys, okay? Some things, they go with the type of ancestors that you have, so the timing has to be relevant here, okay? So more like this will literally mean that it can be the right time for you to conceive if you have been trying for the longest, okay? Yeah, something like that. It can be that you could be an amakosi child, something like that, with the high priestess, because the high priestess is more like a unkosana type of energy here that I'm picking up here, guys, okay? So the high priest here is saying intend to create. That's another thing that I'm also getting here, because for some of you here, this year you will definitely be a parent or of some sort, something like that here, guys, all right? Something like that. Or for some of you, will definitely align with the ancestors of your paternal here. If you have been having difficulty in understanding your paternal side and things and stuff like that, just know that now obstacles are removed here. Things will definitely be just clear as day here. Okay, so let's get the high priest for you here. The high priest is saying you are the bridge between heaven and earth, and it is important for you to know that you are more powerful than and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks here, but accept these as experiences that has led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand. And then watch it happen right before your eyes here, guys. Okay? Like I always emphasize, some of the things you have to grow for, okay? It can be on an emotional level, on a personal level, your level of understanding, okay? Yes, something like that. At the top here, we're having summer saying bask in joy and light. So this is the energy that is connected more to the masculine energy here, okay, guys? So that's it. That's the energy. Remember that a bee is connected to honey, okay? Yeah, so and honey is sweet, okay? So expect sweet things to happen in your life, provided you have been doing the work that is needed, okay? Yeah, if you have been going through the most, okay, finding challenges in your life, in your path, those were literally more like preparations, so that you understand perhaps human nature, perhaps yourself to the core, okay? It speaks more of the self, because number one connects you with yourself, okay? As an individual, it connects with the self, of which is your first house, okay? So now that you understand yourself, your flaws, how to navigate, okay? So this is why some of the things, or the things that were literally blocked, are now opening up, so that you can literally move forward with grace here, guys, okay? So you could be a Libra energy here with the lady, okay? Yeah, something like that. It doesn't have to be. So let's get down to the reading here and see exactly what this says. Spirit, can you speak for my collective energy, please, and thank you. What is more to this energy, please, and thank you. Yeah, there's a sense of clarity. The Ace of Swords, this is clarity here, guys. So you are much now connected to your emotions here, so you can control your emotions, okay? How you feeling. So there's a sense of clarity, because the Ace of Swords also represent more like a triumph. You are winning at the end of the day here, guys, okay? So we're having the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a Taurus energy ruled by Venus, of which is the goddess. That's why now the goddess is here, okay? So this doesn't mean that you have to stop, or the fight has literally stopped here. So it is more like now you navigate easily with an understanding here. because you have gained knowledge here. Okay, yeah, something like that here, guys, something like that. So you are highly protected here. Even your home, your loved ones are literally protected at this time. So your own spirit guides are literally working hand in hand with you at this time with the Three of Wands here. All right, yeah, something like that. So we're having the Death card and the King of Pentacles. So there are new things that are literally surfacing as far as your life journey is concerned here. So 2026 will literally bring more balance into your life here, guys. Okay, especially when it comes to the home front. Like I said, for some of you, you can expect a new life coming in, more like a child of some sort here, or you having a home of your own here. Okay, becoming a father in that sense, because the Hierophant also represent marriages, okay, alliances, things and stuff like that here. So I'm also getting the energy of marriage also with the Ten of Cups as well here, guys. Okay, it doesn't have to be here, guys. Okay, yeah, something like that. So we'll tap in more to the energy and see exactly who's connecting with you in the ethers as far as the energy that is here is concerned. Okay, so let's get more messages as far as the energy that is here is concerned for my collective energy. Spirit, speak more for my collective, please, and thank you. So we're having Lady Bird here. So definitely luck is on your side. The Lady Bird is saying accept happiness and good fortune. For some of you, this is the time for you to receive, okay, something like that. So we're having Lama saying set clear boundaries and enforce them here, guys. Okay, at the same time, it's more like you have to create clear boundaries, okay, as far as you are concerned. For some of you, you could be a humanitarian here, because here it speaks more of you cooperating with others here. It says cooperate for the highest good of the community. So it could be an Aquarius energy. It doesn't have to be here, guys. Okay, so you have to create clear boundaries here as far as your auric field is concerned here, guys. Okay, yeah, something like that. That's another thing that I'm also getting here. Remember that whenever you come to such a point where now things will definitely be coming in correct, you may find that most people will definitely be attracted to you, and because of this, that's why your own spirit guys are saying enforce um you know boundaries here. Okay, enforce boundaries, something like that here for some of you here. Okay, yeah, something like that, something like that. So let's see who got your back in spirit here. Spirit, can you speak more as far as the energy that is here is concerned? Who's protecting my collective energy in spirit? Lady Venus, need I say, guys? So this is just luck on your side. The lady is Venus. Lady Venus is coming in correct. The Hierophant is being ruled by Venus itself. So Venus is coming in 3 times. Okay, something about number 3, third time lucky. For some of you, you have been doing something for the longest time because you were literally being put into a test. That's another thing that I'm also getting here. So you have literally passed that test. So this is why now this goddess is coming in correct here, okay? Because this goddess realizes that now you are in a position to be in a receiving mode in that sense here, guys, because you can control your your emotions. It can be your emotions or your desires, so to speak, because Venus can literally become more negative if you are focused more on the material aspects of life more than your spiritual life, okay, something like that. It is the energy that can literally become more destructive in such a way, okay. That's why she might literally put you in test, um, so that you align with the energy. You are like literally ready to receive her with grace here, because once you misuse her, that's when she leaves, okay, something like that. And she only comes back when you are now aligned with her energy, where she feels comfortable. She feels literally comfortable in your energy here, okay. Yeah, something like that. And also remember, because Lady Venus is often associated with um, Lucifer, guys. You know why this is? Because Venus brings everything of the material to life. This is the financial aspects of life here, guys, your beauty, your charisma, everything positive here, guys, okay? These things, they attract. And because they attract, um, this is something that can be destructive. Remember, each and everything that you do in life, if it is not balanced, then it is the negative aspects, okay? That's exactly what it means by Lucifer. Always remember that in each and every aspect of life, there is the negative and the positive. That's how life works. Even batteries come with plus and minus here, guys, okay? They won't necessarily work if there is only a plus and there is no minus. So it's all on you whether you choose to balance the energy, because if you balance the energy, the battery will work just fine like that. But if you switch, you know, the lines or anything like that, you are likely to get choked or things and stuff like that. All right, that's exactly how the energy works. It doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, Lady Venus now is connected to the devil or Lucifer himself. Or so, what if you are born under the sign of Libra or Taurus? Now, should we call you a devil? Because this is more like your ruling god here. Okay, here, this is the deity that you should be working with based on the day you were born, okay, your sun sign. If you are Taurus, it simply means that Venus is your ruling cosmic, ancestor. Okay, because we do have ancestors of the lower realms, we also have ancestors of the highest order. Those are the ancestors that aligns with our sun sign and things and stuff like that here, guys. Okay, so should we call you Lucifer now, or should you go somewhere? Okay, mainly because you are being ruled by Venus here, guys. Okay, you simply have to understand your energy and how to maneuver with it. That's why you may find that both people that are born under Libra or Taurus, they find that they are being abused in some way, shape, or form here. It can be through relationships because people literally want to harness the energy that they carry. Because once you don't necessarily understand the energy that you carry, it simply means that people can literally make use of that to an advantage because you don't necessarily understand the power that you hold. So the minute you understand, only then you can align with the energy that you possess. That, oh, I have to move like this so that the energy doesn't necessarily work against me. So they get more attracted to you because you carry the energy of beauty, you carry the energy of attraction, you carry the energy of abundance. That's why they want you. So they want to harness you, they want to suck you off because you don't necessarily understand the power, the energy that you carry. And the minute you understand, the better it gets for you. And the minute you also understand that this is the energy that you don't necessarily have to abuse, but to respect, the better it gets for you. Because the more you have, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to abuse those that don't necessarily have, mainly because you have the power, mainly because the energy resides within you. This is when you might find that Lady Venus will leave, okay? So those are the things that people literally have to have an understanding. So there's a difference also in giving yourself to the earthly realm, where you will definitely commit yourself in doing each and everything that will definitely fulfill your desires in some way, shape, or form. It's okay to have desires as long as you have control over them. They don't necessarily have control over you. Each and everything that has control over you, it is the devil in your life. That's it. Because the devil is not something, Lucifer is not something that you will definitely find somewhere. Okay, it's something that literally resides within you that you have to channel and turn it into something positive. Okay, yeah, something like that here for my collective. I feel like I really needed to emphasize this for some of you here so that you literally understand the energy, okay? Because the King of Pentacles also speaks of having enough as far as your finances are concerned here, okay? It speaks of you having enough instead of lack, okay? So the point is, what is it that you are doing when you have enough? Okay, are you misusing your power? Because remember, number one is about power. So are you making use of that power to overpower others, to empower others? Those are two different things. Either you make use of the energy to empower or to overpower. Those are two different things. Then if you overpower, that's Lucifer for you. If you use the energy to empower, that's Lady Venus for you. That's just that here, guys. Okay, here. That's it. That's it. I feel like someone really needed to hear that. Okay, yeah, something like that. So let's get more messages for you here. Let's get more messages for you, my collective. Spirit, can you speak more as far as the energy that is here is concerned? Can you speak more as far as the energy that is here is concerned here? Spirit, speak for the collective, please, and thank you. Because also remember, Venus doesn't necessarily bring only the finances. She brings also knowledge of the highest order. That's why she's connected to the ear pitching. When your ears go like, sweet, that's Venus visiting you. Okay, here, something like that. So we're having the bull, need I say Taurus? So it could be Taurus, it doesn't have to be here, guys. Okay, so a time to give rather than take. So the minute you have enough, it simply means that you have to give. The more you give, the more you receive. That's exactly how Venus works. Okay, the more you give, the more you receive. Okay, that's new moon in Virgo, and we're also having Taurus full moon here saying your dreams need a practical plan. Like I said here, okay, you need to be practical about life, things and stuff like that here, guys. At the same time, create clear boundaries. That's another thing that I'm also getting here. Okay, yeah, something like that. Your dreams need a practical plan here. And then here we're also having the mutable moon saying nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, you are good enough here. Never question yourself whether you are good enough for something or anything like that here, guys. Just know that you do have the support of the highest order here. You just have to trust your journey, um, your life journey here. That's why you're having have faith in your dreams here. So bring love into the situation. Venus is the goddess of love. The minute your heart is uptight, cold, full of hurt, full of pain, full of hatred, she won't stay. That's why those are some of the tests that comes with her also. Okay, it's more like the more you undergo all these things and heal your heart, connect with your heart, understand your heart, okay, only then she can literally come in back into your life with an understanding that, oh, now you understand the importance of love, because everything else, it's an illusion for sure. So at the bottom of the deck, we're having full moon in Leo. It could be a Leo, doesn't have to be, or an Aquarius energy here. So full moon in Leo is saying, don't let pride get in your way. Now that's when Lucifer comes to play. When you are prideful, it speaks more of the seven sins, the seven chakras. That's why you have to align with your chakras for you to be able to control the energy of Venus. That's it. The enemy lies within your chakras, okay? Especially that of the crown, because we are speaking of number one, and number one is connected to the lion itself, okay? The fiery energy. If it is not channeled, then you are prideful of everything that you have. You are prideful of what you can do and etc. here, guys, okay? Yeah. So the energy is somewhat not channeled, all right? So now we have Aries here. Aries is saying, now it's time to take action. That's number one for you, okay? It's time for you to take action towards your dreams, your ambitions, whatever that you want to attain in this lifetime here. This is a new cycle that is starting here. It gives you an opportunity to start all over again, okay? Always remember that when you start a new cycle, it simply means that you start with your closing. Say for instance, more like in accounting, we have the closing. Your closing literally, the closing balance is literally the opening balance tomorrow. Okay, so your closing balance is actually your opening balance today. Okay, what occurred last night, guys, still persists. How you literally spent your last day of 2025 counts as far as today is concerned here, guys, because that is alignment. Okay, so your yesterday is literally an opening, more like a the current, okay, energy. It is based on what was. That's why it's more like 111 represents the past, the present, and the future. Okay, so you have the past coming into the present, carrying in, okay, that balance. Okay, so let not the balance determine the future now. Okay, so now you must apply that understanding of all that you have experienced, so that it doesn't necessarily now affect now the future. Okay, because now you are at the present with an understanding of the past. Okay, yeah, your previous balance. Okay, so now you are making new. All right, so never allow what was to affect now the future. Learn from personal experience, something like that for someone here. Yeah, something like that. That's exactly what I'm getting. So let's get the overall. So for what is worth, I'm also getting the energy of Aries and Aquarius, Taurus as well. Okay, I'm also having Scorpio. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, can you speak more? And Libra as well. So let's see. Spirit, can you speak? What's the overall? So the overall here is saying reactive force, directed force of destruction and defense, conflict, instinctual will, vital eroticism, okay, regenerative catalyst, a tendency towards change. So for some of you, this is a time for you to bring some type of positive changes in your life at this time. That's exactly what, okay, whatever obstacles, whatever challenges that you might have faced here, guys, okay, because also for transformation to happen, there has to be drastic changes that makes you feel uncomfortable here. Don't see them as some type of a more like a setbacks or your downfall or anything like that. This is more like a reset. It is not comfortable. Okay, so don't see it that way, because here it's saying the result of earlier efforts are realized. Okay, the result of earlier efforts are realized. A time of peace and happiness, fruitful season. It can break through stagnancy, hopes, and expectations of peace and prosperity here, guys. Okay, so the overall, that is what is at the heart, peace. So for some of you, I'm also getting inner peace. That's the most expensive thing that you can literally have, inner peace. Okay, this is something that you don't necessarily have to trade in for anything here, guys. This is something that you have to protect at any cost. Okay, so your overall here is saying the self. That's what the first house is all about, the self. So everything else takes you back to you. Everything that you have experienced, all the hardships, all that is, it was just to take you back to yourself. It was just an alignment to connect you with yourself here, guys. Okay, more like self-awareness. That's exactly, it's more like that's exactly what your own spirit guys want you to attain. Self-realization, realizing yourself, and also realizing that nothing was ever lost here. Everything was just there. It was just the self-realization that was literally lacking. And now that you have realized, everything is just clear. Now you can see everything. And then now you realize, oh, so everything was already there. It was just my awareness that was lacking. This is why sometimes we tend to repeat cycles until we become aware. Okay, that's the whole point here, guys, because here it says the self, the individual, or the human race, your attitude towards others and their attitude towards you, friends and enemies, and social order. Okay, so that's your overall energy here, guys. Okay, the minute you have realized yourself, what people think of you, whether be friends, be enemies here, guys, okay, it won't necessarily affect you anymore, because you have self-realized. You understand the self now. You are coming in back home to yourself. That's exactly what the year is all about. Coming back home to yourself here, guys, okay? And once that happens, nothing can literally touch you, irregardless as to who says what, when, and how here, guys, okay? Literally, this is just you taking your power back, okay? Because the power is there. You just have to recognize that it is there, okay? Yeah, something like that. So that's your overall energy here, guys. I really hope it does resonate with you. Do subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up here, guys. Okay, so yeah, if you are new, guys, yes, also subscribe to the channel. And as I come back again, guys, from me, until then, you take care. Bye. Yeah.